glide and climb if you hit high enough. And when you inevitably fail, it also there we go. Provides you a way to kind of sail up in ways you perhaps shouldn't be able to. Taking advantage. There we go. Now I just go talk to Nellie Bly over here and turn everything in.
I've got people that need my attention and a portal stabilizer that... Pellucidia, you have it? I've never seen it myself. While I appreciate discretion, you should have approached waving a find like that in your... I feel strangely chilled by looking at its surface. Tell me, did the Sun Giants put up a fight? How did you not end up squashed like... Then you were the David to their Goliath. Still, of all the resources we needed, this was the one I was least confident we could have... We must, however, not get ahead of ourselves. There are still two... Oh, and this here is for you. From all of us. We're nearly there. The watch is within... I've got people that need my attention and a portal stabilizer that needs fixing. Be brief. The Elder Jotunheart. Don't yank this gal's chain. Oh, my stars. You've taken the soles right off my shoes. Just look at it. Like staring into the eye of beauty herself. I must know the story of how you came to possess it. You did what had to be done. Still, I weep for the saplings who lost a protect. If I've done my work here, this heart should slot right into the stabilizer where the radium fire... You've put a real dent in our mission, my friend. Only one more resource to go. Oh, before I forget. While out scavenging, one of the survivors found an old Red Cross cap. No sense lingering any longer. There's a new... I've got people that need my attention and a portal stabilizer. You've really done it then? The charm oil is in your pack? Well, I'll be. I'm partly afraid to ask, but how did you manage to obtain it? That's quite the macabre picture you've painted in my... Still, what matters most is that in fact, it's the final piece of our portaling puzzle. The survivors here wanted to thank you for the burden of responsibility you've taken on. Let's not lose the path now. We must keep on, ever vigilant, ever steady. Indeed. You must be proud of yourself. You're a real doer in a desperate situation. Spoken like a bygone realm walker. Not everyone could persevere in these fey wilds as you have. However, I wish you'd shown more compassion to the life here. I can't help but sense some bloodshed could have been avoided. Let's not dally any longer, and have... It'll take a moment to fit everything in place. I can give you the moral answer when it comes to survival, but that's a one-way train. Togetherness is another...
Alright, shut the hell up, I'm about to get to watch. What is in me that I've got to... Oh, they loaded me down with a bunch of crap. Here, you. You can, get rid of a lot of this just by transferring it over. Filigree. Filigree. Charm meditation. Regrowth. Enchantment. Plague. Ritual love. Doesn't matter. I'm out now. Oh.
It'll take a moment to fit everything in place. Yes, some ignorant fools see these to them. I say the realms are for explore. The same as anyone else. Only the details differ. Aren't we a sly dog? I had to leave Nightingale City a few months before the Pale back in New York. I convinced an editor at The World to allow me. By then, there'd been rumblings about a portal disaster at the It wasn't long before multiple cloud banks encroached from all sides. Soon as I arrived, Quatermain, Victor, and I started plotting. Quatermain had come across a realm, and before we could even question the sanity of our mission, we were... I'll have you know I've patented several of my own. Just a few moments more. The oil is heating. And the attunement conductor appears to be facilitated. I can hardly believe this is happening. But the stabilizer should... We're about to find out. It's only right that you take the first... If the danger has truly passed, on the other side, ensure you can... Yes. No need to... Your interrealmic cherry...
Right, now would it let me in? Oh yeah, to the watch we go.
Hie thee, realm walker, into the depths. My eyes are on stalks. I admit, I won't dare set foot within the watch, but fret not. This isn't the last you'll see of. Don't you recall pledging your troth? Each kindness given must beget an equal one in turn. I have given. How's this? Your lips yearn to part through. Oh, don't give me that face. Have I not ushered you well? If we shadows have offended, think but this and all in return for my counseling. Would that I could tell you this was a as I am an honest pup. Ready your hands.
The glory of the Horde. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You just caught my toe just right. That's all.
Broken items provide no benefit. Oh, there goes the neck. It's going down. I'm yelling, Kitty, you better move. And here we are at the watch. It automatically goes into third person here. We've had eyes on this portal for weeks. I have rather, and nothing for weeks. My heart nearly sprang from my chest seeing it spark light again. This is my station appointed to me and me alone. Chesley is the name. Tell me, is it you responsible for this influx of souls here? I don't know how you did it, but Quartermain will be impressed. Quartermain? Just the man I want to see. And he'll want to see you too, straight away. I will report to Quartermain then. He's in the explorer's chamber upstairs, planning, plotting, strategizing. Door is always open, but show him respect. Oh God, forgive me, I did not see your pocketbook and guidebook before now. I've been waiting to earn mine for some time. There's nothing else quite like them, are there? It's just like gazing upon a ship's deck after a gale when the puddles turn iridescent. But for a brief spell, I would kiss them if I could. I shan't keep you any longer. Don't deter your meeting with Quartermain. He demands punctuality and mind his glut. And welcome to the watch. Probably should have said that first. Many thanks. It's going down. These are all the essence traders. But I will talk to them more later. Is he through here? I forget. Yes, there he is. Alan Quartermain. The unmistakable fetter of interrealmic space. You opened a portal here, then. A miracle of sorts, outshone only by the glow in your eyes. It is with honor that I, Alan Quartermain, formally introduce you to the Watch, a place where lost bodies and mind coalesce to form a new bastion for a new era. A dignified space, much better than roughing it in the realms. We've made arrangements for whatever comforts we could, but you should wear the stink of adventure with pride. I must ask, what brought you to the Watch? We're eager to expand our numbers, but we've not managed to spread word out to the realms here. I came here after securing a permanent portal to the Watch. A permanent portal, you say? Pardon my skepticism, but such a thing hasn't been achieved since the Calamity. On top of that, you're no realm walker, no geocarnist, yet you don our pocket watch and guidebook. A Fae helped me, but oddly his name slips my mind. A Fae, perhaps one with a tendency to stick his fingers in human pies? If so, I wonder what his aim is. Be cautious, regardless. Go on, tell your tale. I happened across the dashing Miss Bly in the desert. Nellie, oh, what relief I feel to hear her name. I am not a man of God, but if divine order would dwell in anyone, it is within that woman. What next? I need to know how exactly open the portal. We repaired a damaged stabilizer by scavenging arcane materials. Ingenious, I admit. All Calcuria technology has its links to the realms, put through a sieve of mathematics. You went right to the source. That you stand before me is evidence that the pioneer spirit courses through you like fire on the river Styx. I did only what was in my power. Ooh. I say you earn those tools of the trade, so let my word be bound. As the explorer's first, I hereby designate you an official realm walker and a welcomed member of the Royal Cosmographical and Geocarne Society. I have synchronized your pocket watch to the watch's frequency so that you may come and go as you please. This should enable you to come from anywhere in the realms and then return to your estate when you take your leave. This is a great honor. Consider it less an honor and more responsibility. Finally, as you leave your sophomoric days behind, you ought to arrange a tool set tailored to your needs. Tell me, when you're out in the field, do you prefer reliable utilitarian equipment, or are you willing to sacrifice efficiency in the favor of magical? I prefer tools. Ah, we are kindred spirits, I see. Here, I've tried these schematics myself and can vouch for their might. I expect you'll put them to good use. Alright, too much talk. And my tongue tires worse. I can see you're preparing to utter a thank you from the awkward movements of your throat. There's nothing I hate more than being on the receiving end of a hat tip. You must be yearning to celebrate. Rightly so, I should say. All I ask is once you tire of the gaieties, you return so that we may properly discuss this perpetual connection you've established to the watch. No point in delaying the matter anymore. A healthy dose of hedonism could do you well. Good, Realm Walker, but I'll indulge your diligence. Our commitment to the watch is paramount, but so is my responsibilities to you and your training. Thus, I propose we cross 2 hurdles with 1 leap and incorporate some counsel into this discussion. As Realm Walkers, it is our duty to uncover the realm's enigmas, and in doing so, light the beacon that guides humanity's path forward. At present, however, we must find our way back to Earth, to Nightingale. The watch shall serve as both an asylum and a meeting grounds, a temporary home where the factions can gather and plot how we might fend off the Pale. The perpetual connection you formed between the desert and the watch will supply us as a straight channel for recruitment. But where our safety is concerned, I fear we may have jeopardized our situation. How have we compromised the watch's safety? Reaching the top of the mountain is no easy feat, even for the most tenacious of creatures. That's why we could sleep soundly without fear of a pesky bound or a rabid lepidorian looking for a midnight snack. If a threat were to breach us from inside, however, there's little we could do to fend it off, and it comes as no surprise that the Fae who erected these walls left their fair share of tricky gifts for us to unwrap. Underneath the Grand Hall, we found the 3 portals steering into esoteric vault depths. To our dismay, they are no ordinary vaults, but ones that serve as corral for savage apex creatures. They have been contained so far, but up until now we have been severed from the portal network. With a new connection forged, there's a chance the creatures may sense an opportunity to escape. You want me to defeat the creatures? In a sense, yes, but I regret to tell you that it won't be that simple. The beasts can temporarily be overpowered, but there's no permanent way to vanquish them. Each time you trespass into their lairs, you'll have the chance to destroy an interim body, but you'll never claim their souls. After each bloodshed, they'll return just as vile as before. I won't lie, the Sisyphean task might wear down at your resolve, but it is our only chance to slow down the beast's advances and prevent upheaval to our base. I can't do this on my own. You won't have to. As we confront the end times, many will pray for a savior, but take it from me, a former card-carrying individualistic bastard, that the only hope for more tomorrows is stepping into the vast night ahead, hand in hand. Yours is not the heroic tale of a martyr, my friend. You are but one of the many brave realm walkers who will fight for our future, and the Watch is here to support each and every one of you. How can the Watch support me? Many wanderers have found solace inside these walls, and I've yet to find one whose talents cannot aid our cause. Before you tune your attention to the vaults, I ask that you introduce yourself to a number of potential allies. First, you'll meet a trader by the name of Barnabas Dent. He may not look like much, but Mr. Dent is responsible for arranging the trading routes that have kept us clothed and fed. I have no doubt he can point you towards the equipment you'll need in the days to come. Then, you'll seek Peter Smith Jones, editor-in-chief of the infamous Sunday Courier. I'm no patron of his work, but the bastard can smell secrets like a starving howl. If you can introduce the stench of tainted wealth, he's a better ally than an enemy. Finally, when you're properly equipped for the vaults, you should talk to Shiv Pearson. Mr. Pearson is a fellow explorer who graciously volunteered to keep watch of the vault portals. She'll give you the proper advice you're required to succeed at the excursion. I'll see what they can offer me. Then off you go. There is more to explore, and time waits for none. As our edict asserts, Decit nas amar ignati. I have no idea what that means, but let's go talk to these traders. After we see what's up here. Grace, you'll have to excuse the mess. We're setting up the explorer chambers on the second floor. Okay, what about you, Amir? Have you been to the vaults yet? You can't call yourself an explorer if you haven't killed Jana at least once, except, well, never mind. I think he's referring to Quartermain. Mankoba? Greetings, Realm Walker. Another fresh race arrives to seek adventure. I am the acting ambassador of the Explorers, advisor to Quartermain, and guide for those who have not the luxury of training before joining us in these wild lands. You may call me Minokwa. I heard quite a bit of how to don't really care. You're not giving me anything. You have no time to dally. Between us, you don't believe... I mean, it could be 300 years. I simply don't know what to believe these days. Why can't claim this entire floor for us? Let the other factions fight over the second floor when they arrive. You guys suck. Alright, Freddy, what do you got to offer? Apologies, I have all these papers to sort through, perhaps. Yeah, whatever. Alright, let's go talk with all the traitors. Traders. I keep calling them traitors. Alright, we're supposed to talk to Barnabas Dent. There you are. Greetings, my fine Geocane initiate. Finding yourself in excess of essence and in need of goods and services, I, Barnabas Dent of the acclaimed Dent and Daughters, am standing by, ever ready to acquisitions. Mr. Quartermain knows exactly who you can rely on down here. I, of course, would be happy to supply the whole of the explorers with arms of the highest quality were my establishment up and running. When do you expect to be ready? Shortly, my esteemed customer. But some things simply cannot be rushed. While I, myself, am not yet open for business, there are many fine folk here who, with my help, have established quite lucrative businesses on their own. Whatsoever you might seek, I assure you, can be found within one of these excellent proprietors. Of course, don't forget about why you browse over plenty blah 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 blah. Alright, let's start. I got a crystal ball. That's kind of cool. Alright, Stanley, what do you got? Axes. Crafting benches. Excellent workbench. Great. I'm gonna have to go through these portals a few times then. Well, let's talk to y'all. Let's see what I can pick up off you. With what little I've got before I go through here. Clothing and tops. Druidic. Clothing. Boots. Resources. Augmentation. Crafting benches. All for 100. Essence Trader Matthew. Potions, cooking, augments, crafting benches, all for that crap I don't have yet. Essence Trader Myrtle. Throwing knives. Ooh, let me leave Medford right. Floair, Paradox, have Porter, Pistol, Webley, Revolver, Aquitarian Ascended card. And great, I can't get anything because I just spent money on something else. That's great. That's okay, I can run a few things in other areas. Ooh. And I can't afford the one thing I could because I spent it doing something else. Well, let's run one of these vaults. Glory of the Lord. Let's go die in a vault. It's going down. I'm gonna die horribly. Come on, Gladys, there's fuckery to spread. Oh, nice. Thank you. Look at that, smart jacket now. Don't need you. Hey, I gotta look for the have a great stream. Oh, thank you, Mommy. Alright. How am I still way down 206? Thanks to VexingJadeReaper. Scout Boots, 105. kilograms. 18 kilograms. Oh, 75 pounds, because I'm carrying 755 rounds. No wonder I'm weighed down. Okay, you give me this, and